Miedemar gets us underway then. Manchester United had a blast last year at the Etihad, and one that they will want to atone for this afternoon. As Firmino picks it up early and delivers it into the penalty area, looking for the onrush. Foul from Lauren Hemp on Jade Riviere, and it will be a Manchester. Here's Dominic Janssen back in the side after serving a suspension midweek in the Champions League, and with Millie Turner. England forward getting a lot of the ball in these early stages. It's a good delivery in, looking for Bunny Shaw, who Anna Sandberg's probably not a matchup you want if you're a Manchester United coach, Tanya.
No, definitely not. Bit of a mismatch there, but Lauren Hemp.
Through ball for Miedemar, shrugs off Zagotti Olma. Still going Miedemar, and it's
Riviere, if she jumps out and tries to get pressure on Hemp in those deeper spaces, it leaves the space in behind, and Miedemar picks the ball up there and just shave the inside or the outside of the post.
Yes, it did, Berg. Two Japanese internationals battling for it in the middle, and it's Firmino who comes away with it. Janssen this time marking Bunny Shaw in the box. Bit of a better match, and it comes in, and Hasegawa, a shot blocked.
It built down the left-hand side. United just overcompensating into the central spaces to deal with Miedemar and Shaw, and left the back post space free. And that's
see why United look a little sluggish, or perhaps not. Here they come, Jade Riviere. Ball across, looking for Gotten, and it's really
that people worry about her out on that left-hand side, but you can see Riviere coming in and delivering into the central space. Got so good at coming in almost in that secondary 9 position and occupying the box, and she's a great finisher. It's brilliant defending.
Hemp finds Hasegawa, who turns brilliant away from danger. Here is Lauren Hemp now. Ball across, Bunny Shaw.
It's that same pattern down that left-hand side for City. That one, it's when Riviere gets pulled out into those wider, higher spaces, and then the looks like the bar not sliding across and leaving that half space for City, and you can't afford to do that, I don't think. You know, when you
doesn't get past, and comes Sandberg. Firmino follows her all the way, and it's behind for her. And it comes from Zagotti Olma. Out by Rose, and
putting her body on the line there, really looking to get between the line of obviously the ball and the
And Caroline Nicolai, Brazilian forward, watching on. Alex Greenwood is a big miss. City making the pitch narrow, and Kasparai stretching it out on the right-hand side. Ball in is over hit to Hemp behind for a corner.
So well worked by City there.
Variation this time played short. Here's Firmino back to Hasegawa. Get the throw in.
Not sure whether that's well defended or.
In comes the corner. Doesn't beat Hasegawa at the near post. Back across by Janssen. Breaks for Ella Toon, who's
just didn't quite get the to try and keep it on her preferred foot. So this is a good example.
Here is Bunny Shaw and Miedemar combining. Firmino lays it off to Bunny Shaw, who volleys it across.
Position teams out to try and exploit, as opposed to just keeping it and hoping that something comes to fruition. And this is a great example, and just needed a
Manchester City career when she joined midway through last season. She scored 4 goals in 8 WSL appearances last campaign, which is pretty decent for a centre-half. Did go on to lose that 4-2, but in it comes from Lauren Hemp. And Middleton Patel got a glove to Clinton. That deadline day swap as Sandberg, in fact Leah Galton is in behind it. The ball across, cut out by Rose. Crucial intervention.
I think that one, which was interesting.
And that will be a free kick and the first yellow card of the game for Dominic Janssen.
I say stop, so yeah, very tactical foul, shall we say.
On, because he was still getting his ideas across to his side.
Yeah, I think that early game definitely suited Chelsea more than it did City, and
Jess Park comes away with that. That's a brilliant little bit of skill from her. Couldn't quite feed Galton. And then the physical battle is won by a player with plenty of...
Expecting anything there, just great strength from Rose, getting across and no nonsense, shoulder to shoulder, and then picking up.
Didn't quite manage to head it clear. Hasegawa plays it through to Fujino, who does well to get there ahead of Sandberg. Here, Fujino into the penalty area. Sandberg needs to be careful, gets it across, and the clearance again isn't a great one.
I think United will be pretty disappointed with the way they've just...
Lauren Hemp to deliver. Comes towards the back post where Bunny Shaw is waiting, her header across, and she strike first, and it's Rebecca Knack.
There's another one down on the tally, but Lauren Hemp to the back post, knowing Bunny Shaw is going to obviously rise and put it back across where they've got really... you can see here the ball goes over the back. Bunny Shaw putting it back into the space where they've got numbers, using the pace and power to place it in the top corner.
So often the goal scorer, Bunny sides the assist this time. And it's the first goal of this WSL camp. Ireland now, as United come forward. Jess Park chops back inside, doesn't find a teammate though. Brilliant ball, Zagotti Olma pokes it forward, and that will be a free kick. Knack knew what she was doing there, and she gets the yellow card for it as well.
Yeah, she had to go, and yeah, it's a cynical one, isn't it?
Delivery too close to Yamashita, who does well under the pressure. Here's Leah Galton, intercepted by Fujino. Kasparai, one of 4 City players who's started every WSL game. Here's Swedish fullback Sandberg. Dink delivery in, breaks for Galton, and blocked by Rose. Here's Sandberg. Red shirts in the penalty area. Sandberg goes alone. Ball across is a brilliant one, and Toon wants it. Toon gets it. That was Sandberg. Good combination here between the United players. Here's Ella Toon. Lifts it goalwards, looking for Turlen. Might still break for the Norwegian. Looks like it struck her hand and agrees. Free kick for City, but a little bit better from Manchester United. So often been playing off the wing with Turland forward, but in his pre-match interviews, Mark. 1-2, and Toon comes away with it into Jess Park. Wahhabi does just enough.
Just like to see a little bit more width, just to pull one of their players like this out, and then they might be able to exploit centrally.
He's also spoken about how they're looking to fix things in terms of some defensive issues that they've had, and Bunny Shaw nods it on to Hemp. Riviere wins that race. Rose shrugs off Miyazawa. Still going the centre half, finds Kasparai. The target will be Bunny Shaw. Can she find her? Yes, she can! Manchester City's lead just before the break. Manchester City 2, United 0.
Wow. City may commit numbers and the press, and that's the difference between having width and not having width. You know, I think City have done that, stays in those dangerous areas. Rose carrying the ball, narrowing United off. And it's the right back, Kasparai, nice and high. Early ball in behind, that's so difficult to defend. You try and deal with that, you're putting it either in your own net or you have to let it go. And that's a...
Fujino has Hasegawa nearby, finds her international teammate. And Fujino wins the corner.
Just before half-time, having to defend another corner in terms of testing out that knee.
5 minutes. In comes the corner, and Miedemar is there, but for a foul on the goalkeeper.
Good delivery from Lauren Hemp again, just looking to get on the...
Gives it away. Here's Kasparai. Finds Hemp. Space to shoot and slams it in. Lauren Hemp. Back in the Manchester City starting 11. Gets the third goal this WSL campaign.
See what it means to her, the passion that she's showing there. It's a good press from City. Hemp holding her width again, facing up well, and that's what's so impressive about Hemp is she's worked so hard over so many years to make sure that she can hit with...
Olma plays a nice 1-2 with Jess Park. Her delivery doesn't get past Hasegawa.
A middle press and waiting for their opportunity.
And Bunny Shaw might be about to make her own opportunity here. Back comes Riviere. And there's the half-time whistle then. What started as a Manchester City dream first half. Rebecca Knack. Shaw then helped herself to a goal, tapping in after a cross. Got the third goal. Brilliant effort from the edge of the 18-yard box. Half. Back underway then. Melvin Mallard on for Elizabeth Turland. Sandberg. Rose clears. There's Toons down on the edge of the box. Making the decision instead to ask for the medical team to...
And not overly confident on that ankle. Season she's really cemented her spot and probably really unlucky not to start the game tonight.
International fixtures. Galton heads it on to Mallard. Two defenders around her. She did really well to threat the corner she wanted, but was causing all sorts of problems.
Different threat for the two centre-backs for City there, and her strength and power, you know, needing the situation, which is promising for United.
Hasegawa finds Fujino. Miedemar lays it off to Hasegawa, who plays it forward looking for Shaw. Out is Alatoon. Not the right ball. Well dealt with by Kasparai. And ahead of this, Mark Skinner said that Galton's always had a good time against Kasparai. Well,
positive for City. She's given the width out on that right-hand side, and what that's done is just push Galton further back.
Lauren Hemp with the audacity, and it kisses at the top of the net.
She'll be disappointed with herself based on her own high standards there.
Because they 3 goals down and they've not really created much at all. Miyazawa out to Zagotio. See that from Miyazawa.
Back the way you'd like to.
Missing at the start of the season with injury. This is just her first WSL. Hemp finds Bunny Shaw on the flag is up. Much to the relief of Maya Letitia.
So well, she times her runs and starts to drift and very close to me, and maybe it's the camera.
Fujino powering forward. Here is Oba Fujino, but Sandberg gets the right side of her. Olma will deal with it. They've been quite varied in the corners they've put in, Manchester City.
It's a game against Wolfsburg, so just trying to get a little bit more freshness in her legs as well.
Brilliant ball to find Melvin Mallard. Leaves the ball. Otherwise she wouldn't have left it. There it is.
And that's the difference, I think, between...
I'm sure the goal will come soon for a player of her quality as a free kick.
Up your sleeve when you've got a team like United that's trying to really aggressively front press.
Watched all the way by Letitia. There's Lauren Hemp again on the edge of the box. Works some space. Strikes it with her right, didn't... As Mallard wriggles away from her defender. Toon and Rolfo with her. Still going, Malin went herself, but... Hannah Blundell now. Watched all the way by Hasegawa. Manchester United. Here's Mallard. Have a shot on target. Blundell. Ball in far too close to Yamashita, who catches that.
The problems for teams and when they slip up.
Bunny Shaw shakes off Letitia, still going, and it's just swatted away like a fly there by
out the full-back and looking to exploit that space in behind, and 1v1 here. Bunny Shaw facing up Letitia, as you said, swatting her away almost and creating. Yeah, I wouldn't want to have to defend her, I'm not going to lie.
Ooh, poor at the back that from United, and Miyazawa there. I feel a little sorry for Safia Middleton. Start. None of the goals could be blamed on her. That moment there, perhaps 20 minutes then. Miyazawa looking for Park, headed back and finds Mallard. She then pokes it to Jess Park. Touch takes her wide and a shot off the woodwork.
From United, really trying to stretch the play. Referee paying advantage here and Park getting an opportunity, and
it was well struck, but
it's better trying to open the space up and come out the non-dominant side and really turn City around facing their own goal.
The touch took her, still not on target. Just picks out her fellow Dutch international Kasperai, who's battling away with Rolfo, and the free
body in the way and drawing the free kick.
That's poor defending though from her there, and Miedema with the left foot in the end.
Taylor's curse there. I think I'm just going to stop talking.
She played a lot of her Barcelona career at full-back, playing for United, and she plays for Sweden often in a more forward. Here's Melvin Mallard. Trying to inject some urgency.
It's within the squad here at City and the impact she can have.
Bunny Shaw spotted the run of Fugino. Lays it off to Lohman. Here's Benny. Good looking delivery. Breaks for Benny, who volleys it, and it's
won that second phase opportunities and created moments where they can
WSL matches. To win it back. She picks out Bunny Shaw in behind the defenders, bearing down on goal, stops it, and it's a good save. Really smart there. Didn't dive early, waited.
Really win the ball back and set Bunny Shaw off, and that first touch that she takes there across the front of, I think it's Letitia, her there without fouling her and takes her out the game. And but what a great save by the goalkeeper. As you said, stands up. Yeah, Bunny Shaw does look like she's hurt herself there as well.
Feels like it would be wise to bring her off with 10 minutes remaining, and if it's ahead. Miedema comes away with it. Into the final 5 minutes now. Yui Hasegawa goes from range, and Middleton Patel. Here's a Wujo. He's well to shake off her defender and goes from goal, and on target either.
Yeah, hasn't troubled the goal. Trying to cut inside on her right foot here and drive and open the goal up, but just gets the execution of the shot. And not needing to pull anything.
He had conceded fewer goals than United as Rolfo latches onto the through ball, whips it across, looking for Williams, but Canadian. It's now with Zagotti-Olma. She's looking for Rolfo, heads it back across. Williams got the volley in, but it comes from Zagotti-Olma, and it's 7 minutes then. Nice chunk of time at the end of the 90. And that's a poor, much better corner, and still alive. Headed out. And City
there by Rose again on the line. I think it was as it comes in here, the second phase comes in. just to keep her eye on the ball and make sure that she clears her lines there, and danger. It's really difficult to do when you've got a forward coming at you like that. And hopefully
Rose having a feel of it.
Trying to hide that from the cameras.
All a little bit scrappy in the final stages. Miedemar waits for the run. Picks out Lohman, who tries to poke it on. And then Sandberg nearly... United look well. Rolfo. Sandberg's ball across, met by Mallard, who... And there is the full-time whistle then. An emphatic victory for Andre Eglert's Manchester City. The header, her first WSL goal this season. Lauren Hemp chipped in with a full-time score then. Manchester City 3, United 0.